What it do? Dream Team, it's your boy D Neil back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Blackadder Season 2, Episode 2, Head. Before we dive in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got?
Right, Boric, let's try again, shall we? This is called adding. If I have 2 beans, and then I add 2 more beans, what do I have?
Some beans.
Yes? And no. Let's try again, shall we? I have 2 beans, then I add 2 more beans. What does that make?
A very small casserole.
Baldric, the ape creatures of the Indus have mastered this. Now try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many are there?
3.
What?
And that one.
3 and that one. So if I add that one to the 3, what will I have?
Oh, some beans.
Yes. To you, Baldric, the Renaissance was just something that happened to other people, wasn't it?
Edmund, come quickly, the Queen wants to see you.
What?
I said, Edmund, come quickly, the Queen wants to see you.
What are you wearing round your neck?
Ah, it's my new ruff.
You look like a bird who swallowed a plate.
It's the latest fashion, actually, and as a matter of fact, it makes me look rather sexy.
To another plate-swallowing bird, perhaps? If it was blind and hadn't had it in months.
I think you may be wrong.
You're a sad, laughable figure, aren't you, Percy? What do you think of Percy's ruff, Baldric?
4.
What?
Some beans and some beans is 4 beans.
No, we've moved on from advanced mathematics. We're on to elementary dressmaking. What do you think of Percy's ruff?
I think he looks like a bird who swallowed a plate, my lord.
No, that's what I think. That's what I think. What do you think? Try to have a thought of your own, Baldric. Thinking is so important. What do you think?
I think thinking is so important, my lord.
I'm off to see the Queen.
Shall I come too, my lord?
No, best not. People might think we're friends. You stay here with Baldric. Bird neck and bird brain should get on like a house on fire.
Grey, I suspect, Majesty.
I think you'll find it was orange, Lord Melchett.
Grey is more usual, ma'am.
Who's Queen?
Majesty. There were these magnificent orange elephants.
Milady, you wish to see me?
Yes, Edmund. Lord Melchett has bad news.
Lord Melchett is bad news,
Yeah, be serious. Melchett.
Unhappily, Blackadder, the Lord High Executioner is dead.
Oh, whoa. Murdered, of course.
Oddly enough, no, they usually are, but this one just got careless one night and signed his name on the wrong dotted line. They came for him while he slept.
You should have told them they had the wrong man.
Oh, he did, but you see, they didn't. They had the right man, and they had the form to prove it.
Bloody red tape, eh?
The bad news is that actually there are simply hundreds of Catholics who desperately want their heads snicked off, and there's no one to organise it.
Well, I pity the poor sod who gets the job. No one ever survives it more than a week.
I have taken the liberty, ma'am, of drawing up a list of suitable candidates.
Oh, let's hear it.
List for the post of Lord High Executioner. Lord Blackadder.
He the only man on the list. And the people who work the job only survive about 1 week.
Right then, let's take a look, shall we? Who's first into the head basket then? Admiral Lord Effingham and Sir Francis Drake on Monday.
That should draw a crowd. Sailing enthusiasts.
Oh, yes. Better make sure there's a few anchors and things on the souvenir stall.
Aye, sir.
Never, ever try to be funny in my presence again, Percy. Right, Buckingham and Ponsonby on Friday. Oh, wait a minute, Farrow on Wednesday. Who's Farrow when he's not having his head cut off?
James Farrow, pleasant bloke from Dorchester.
Don't know him? Never will either. Yes, and he goes on Wednesday. It's not right, though, is it?
Well, no. I mean, now you come to mention it, my lord, there was absolutely no evidence against young Pharaoh at all. It was an outrageous travesty of justice.
No, it's not right he should be on Wednesday when we could stick him in on Monday and have half the week off.
Yes, that's right.
Pop him in on Monday. Right, good. 5 dead in 2 days. Not a bad sign. Oh, yes, Percy, and the new rough.
Better.
Worse.
Fashion today is towards the tiny.
Well, in that case, Percy, you have the most fashionable brain in London. Right. Good morning, team. My name is Edmund Blackadder, and I'm the new minister in charge of religious genocide. Now, if you play straight with me, you'll find me a considerate employer. But cross me, and you'll soon discover that under this playful, boyish exterior beats the heart of a ruthless, sadistic maniac. Now, my man, you are?
Jailer, sir, my lord.
Good, well done. And your name is?
Floppy, sir. Floppy. Yes, sir.
Cloppy the jailer.
That's right, sir. Floppy, son of Floppy.
Cloppy, son of Cloppy the jailer.
No, sir. I am the first Ploppy to rise to be jailer. My father, Daddy Ploppy, was known as Ploppy the Slopper. It was from him that I inherited my fascinating skin diseases.
Yes, you are to be congratulated, my friend. We live in an age where illness and deformity are commonplace, and yet, Ploppy, you are without a doubt the most repulsive individual. I would shake your hand, but I fear it would come off.
There's no many bosses would be that considerate, sir.
Thank you, Ploppy. I do my best. Now then, woman. If indeed you are a woman. What is your function on death row?
I'm the last meal cook, sir. The prisoners may ask me for what they fancy for their last meal.
And you cook for them what they desire.
Oh, yes, sir. Provided they ask for sausages.
Can you cook for them what they desire? Yes. Provided they ask for sausages. They get that. They can't get nothing else.
Otherwise, they tend to get a tiny bit disappointed. Sausage is all I got.
You are clearly a woman of principle and compassion, Mistress...
Floppy, sir.
So you are married to...
No. Many people think that, but it's pure coincidence. We did laugh when first we found out. Good morning, Mistress Floppy, he'd say. And I'd say, good morning, Mr. Floppy.
Oh my God.
The long winter evenings must just fly. And you must be the boy who makes the tea.
No, he's the executioner. But he does sometimes make the tea.
Yes. And your name is?
Baldrick, my lord. But I'll change it to Ploppy if it'll make things easier.
No, thank you. I can cope with more than one name. What are you doing here?
Well, it's a hobby.
It would be more fun, sir, if he were to change his name, give the place a more family atmosphere.
A family atmosphere? This is meant to be a place of pain and misery and sorrow.
That's what I mean, sir.
Mistress Plop is a bit of a social realist, sir.
Now then, we're going to run a fast, efficient operation, and I intend to do as little work as possible. My deputy, Percy, here will explain.
Good afternoon, staff. My name is Lord Percy, and if you play fair by me, you will find me a considerate employer, but if you cross me, by Jove!
Just tell him the plan, duckface.
My lord, not in front of the staff.
Get on with it.
Right, staff. As you know, we are scheduled to execute Drake and Effingham on Monday, Lord Pharaoh on Wednesday, and Buckingham and Ponsonby on Friday. But in order to give us the middle of the week off, Lord Blackadder has decided to move Pharaoh to Monday.
Let's just say he's got time off for good behaviour.
Your Majesty.
That's tough. Supposed to be executed on Wednesday, and you get moved up to Monday. I mean, either way you get executed, but those 2 days, just maybe a miracle happens.
Yes, Lady Pharaoh.
My husband dies tomorrow. I beseech you, even if you cannot save his life.
Which I don't think either of us would want, seeing as how he's a horrible traitor.
Of course not, Your Majesty. But if he must die, may I see him?
But of course. What's she asking me for? Why doesn't she just go along to the execution with everyone else?
No, Majesty, I don't believe she wants to see him die. I believe she wants to see him before he died.
Odd.
Majesty.
She's not seen him. I wouldn't marry someone I had never seen. She'd married her a bit more seriously next time. Come now, Lady Pharaoh. Crying isn't going to help your husband now.
No. Ointment. That's what you need when your head's been cut off. That's what I gave your sister Mary when they done her. There, I said you'll soon grow a new one.
Shut up, Nancy. Of course you may see your husband, my dear. And if that horrid old Edmund tries to stop you, get him this. It's a warrant for his own execution.
Oh, thank you, Mom. May flights of angels sing you to your rest.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
So they're all dead, are they?
Yep, all three. Drake, Effingham, Pharaoh.
Splendid. Any interesting last words?
Well, Pharaoh was rather moving, my lord. A great, strong man, he stood there gaunt and noble in the early morning mist, and in a loud, clear voice he cried out, "My wife might have bloody well turned up."
He's probably shacked up with some new pair of tights already. Right. Well, unless Lord Percy has anything to add, you lot can amuse yourselves in whatever foul, depraved way you feel fit till Friday.
Thank you, sir. Well, Stuff, I've got a few notes on today's show. On the whole, I was impressed.
They've gone, Percy.
Team!
My lord, there is a lady outside to see you.
Oh, is she pretty?
I don't know, what do you think?
Well, I don't know, do I? I haven't seen her yet.
How would he know? How on earth would he know?
Make yourself scarce, Warren.
Oh, what?
Good evening, Lord Blackadder.
Well, it certainly is now. Perhaps you'd like to slip into something more comfortable.
No, my lord, for there is a great pain in my heart.
It's probably indigestion. I'll soon take it.
It is my husband.
Your husband's got indigestion. Well, he won't be bothering us then.
No, he dies tomorrow.
Oh, come, you can't die of indigestion. You're over-dramatizing.
He is to be executed at your order. I am Lady Pharaoh.
Ah. And what exactly did you want of me?
I wish to see my husband tonight.
Not really possible.
My lord!
That Pharaoh bloke you executed today, you sure he's dead?
Well, I chopped his head off, that usually does the trick.
I chopped his head off. That usually does the trick.
Clever knee board. I just thought he might have lopped off a leg or something by mistake.
No, the thing I chopped off had a nose.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I've just been consulting my legal people, and I'm afraid there really is no chance of a meeting.
But the Queen told me it would be allowed.
Really?
Yes, and that if you said no, I should give you this.
Fine, absolutely. Why not? Right, Ulrich, is that all clear?
Yes, I've killed someone I shouldn't have killed, and now you want me to put a lady on my head and talk to his old bag.
No, I want you to put a bag on your head and talk to his old lady.
Why do I want a bag on my head?
In order, nincompoop, that she should believe that you're her husband.
Why, did he used to wear a bag on his head?
Young Floppy here has a point, my lord. Lord Pharaoh never wore a bag. He was an old-fashioned sort of a gent.
Well, yes, my lord. I mean, I hadn't meant to mention it, but I have been wondering all along why you should think that Baldric with a bag on his head is going to be a dead ringer for Lord Pharaoh, because he's not.
Look, cretins, the bag is there in order to obscure Baldric's own features, and many might think, incidentally, that would be reason enough for him to wear it. Before I bring in Lady Pharaoh, I shall explain to her, inventing some cunningly plausible excuse that her husband has taken to wearing a bag. She can then chat to Baldric, imagining him to be the man she married, and the Queen need never know of my little miscalculation.
Why, my lord, that is a brilliant plan.
Foolproof.
You're very kind.
Although there is something lurking at the back of my head that bothers me.
It's probably a flea.
Your lordship.
It's probably a flea. And looking at him, it probably is. I'm going to go ahead and agree with Lord Lord Blackadder. Probably is.
Lady Farrow waits your pleasure.
All right, okay. Lady Farrow, what a real pleasure it is to see you again.
It is my beloved that I shall be pleased to see.
Well, quite. Though I should warn you that he will not be quite as you knew him.
You fiend! What have you done to him?
We have put a bag over his head.
Why?
Well, the thing is, you see, none of the other prisoners have such shapely widows. They're wives, as you yourself. And therefore, in the interests of the morale of the condemned community, your husband has nobly agreed to wear a bag. It was either that or have all the other prisoners in there with you.
How like him to make such a gesture.
Yes. Well, I'll just go check he's bagged up. Right, Boulders, this is it.
Fellow,
What is it now, Puppy?
I have located my nagging doubt. It's a small point, but I do now recall that Lord Farrow was considerably taller, more than a yard taller than young Poppy here.
If you want something done properly, you've got to do it yourself, haven't you? Anything else I should know?
Oh, yes. He had a very deep voice. Big, deep, booming voice.
So quite like mine, then.
No, my lord, a big, deep, booming voice.
Oh, mine's like...
And not like his. And, in fact, Lord Farrow was taller even than you, my lord.
Yep.
Giant of a man.
Yes, all right, don't rub it in. Percy, you better go and have another word with her. Go on.
Sorry about the delay, madam. As you know, you are about to meet your husband, whom you will recognize on account of the fact that he has got a bag over his head.
Why, I would know my darling anywhere.
Well, yes, there are a couple of other things.
I am prepared for the fact that he may have lost some weight.
Yes. And some height. That's the interesting thing. You'll probably hardly recognize him at all, actually.
You will be telling me his arms grown back next.
Excuse just for a sec. He's only got one arm!
Oh, well, I'll just have to stick it inside the shirt. Which one? Which one?
How do we know you're his wife?
What?
Well, you know, you could be a gloater.
I beg pardon?
You know, a gloater. Come to gloat over the condemned man. I mean, we're up to our ears in gloaters here. Can I come in for a gloat? They shout and they shout back. Oh, you heartless gloaters! All right. Tell you what, I'll believe you're not a gloater if you tell me which arm he hasn't got.
His left, of course. Now let me see my husband.
Right. It's the left. Good luck.
Gloaters, you really are prat, aren't you, Percy? Right, now don't forget, in 2 minutes you interrupt me, all right? And no more than 2 minutes, otherwise I'm in real trouble. And don't forget,
Because we're not at home to Mr. Cockup.
Correct.
Remember the voice, my lord.
Yes. Enter.
James,
My darling.
how are you?
Oh, fine. Food's not bad. Apart from the sausages.
Your voice is somehow different.
Oh, how?
Somehow lighter. Not as deep nor booming as once it was.
Is that better?
Oh, my darling.
Oh, call me by that name you always called me to show your love is still strong.
Yes. Look, do you think that this is quite the time and the place for that sort of thing?
Please.
This is the specific, secret little name that I always used to call you. You want to be called it again, is that right?
Yes. The one like your little pumpkin.
The one like your little pumpkin, but not actually your little pumpkin.
No.
All right then, my little pumpkiny wumpkiny.
Your arm!
What's wrong with it?
What happened to it?
Well, I'm rather hurt. You don't remember yourself, in fact.
But it was only cut off at the elbow. What happened to the rest?
Yes, well, I got into a scrap here with a fellow who called you a nosy little strumpet who's always going blubbing to the Queen. And we got into a fight, and he cut off the top half.
Oh, alas.
Yes, gosh, well, I think you had better be going. Lord Blackadder said he was going to be sending in his servant Baldric to collect me.
Perhaps, my lord, he is leaving us for a little longer.
Oh, no, I shouldn't think so. Baldric is usually very punctual.
Perhaps this Baldric is doing it out of kindness.
Oh, no, I shouldn't think so. Baldric is a very unkind person.
Well, then, let us leap on the moment that we have been given and use it to its full.
What?
Let me do this last thing for you. What wife could do more?
What? Oh, I see.
Right, that's it. Time's up.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Come on.
She probably would have noticed. She probably would have noticed when she put your pants down. So it's probably a good idea that Baldric came in at that time.
That's a little time. May we finish what we began in paradise. Farewell.
Farewell.
Oh, you bastard. Utter bastard. That was the first time ever in my whole life I've been on this paltry, boring planet for 30 years, and that's the first time anyone has ever...
But do not despair, my lord. Your brother petitions the Queen tomorrow morning. There may still be hope.
No.
Shall I prepare the guest room for Mr. Cockup, my lord?
And that's why I said, that's exactly why I said, you know, hey, you move it up to Wednesday and you still got a little hope left, you feel? Or if we kept it on Wednesday, a miracle could happen in them 2 days. But it got moved up. Miracle, you ready?
Oh, yes, all right then, let him off. He probably is innocent anyway.
My lady, may the heavens rain down radiant jewels and sweetmeats upon you.
Yes.
And may cherubim and seraphim...
Lady, about Lord Sparrow.
I've let him off.
No, you can't. He's a complete cad of the first water.
Can't is not a word for princess, Lord Blackadder.
How very true, Majesty.
Anyway, I won't be argued with, will I, Nursey?
Well, sometimes, my darling, when you want something very naughty. Now you won't be argued with absolutely nothing.
Precisely. So, Lord Blackadder, I want to see Lord Farrow here in 1 hour. Meanwhile, I shall spend the time visiting my old friend Lord Ponsonby, who I believe I'm having killed on Friday. Let's see if there are any good heads in Traitor's Cloister on the way.
Oh my God.
Percy, this is a very difficult situation.
Yes, my lord.
Someone's for the chop. You or me, in fact.
Yes.
Let's face facts, Percy. It's you.
Let's face facts first. It's you.
Except, I may have a plan.
Oh, yes.
Yes. How about if we get Lord Farrow's head and body and we take it to the Queen, except, just before we get in, we start shouting and screaming, and then we come in saying, we were just on our way when he said something traitorous, and so we cut his head off in the corridor to teach him a lesson.
Absolutely pathetic. Contemptible. Worth a try. Where do we put the head?
It's on a spike in Traitor's Cloister.
Oh, God, well, that's where the Queen's gone. Did you know, Farrow?
Oh, yes, they were childhood friends.
Oh, well, if she sees his head on a spike, she'll realise he's dead. You fetch the body, I'll cover the head.
Oh my God.
Hello, Edmund. Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you just now. You know I'm really very keen on you indeed, don't you?
Oh, yes, Ma'am, as you were keen on Essex.
Exactly.
Right up to the point at which you had his head cut off.
He didn't mind that. He knew it was only little me. And I must say his head did look jolly super on its spike. Are there no heads on spikes today?
No. We're training up a new executioner, and he's a little immature. Takes him forever. Slash, slash, slash. By the time he's finished, you don't so much need a spike as a toast rack.
I love toast. Still, must be off to say bye-bye to Ponsonby. Would you care care to stroll with me a while? Just if you've got time, if you're not too busy.
No, sorry, Ma'am. Affairs of
I said,
office.
would you care to stroll with me a while? Just if you've got time, if you're not too busy.
Yes. It would make the decade worthwhile. And in Genoa, 'tis now the fashion to pin a live frog to the shoulder braid, stand on a bucket and go bibble at passing by.
Oh, our Italian cousins.
Well, if you'll excuse me, Ma'am, I've got some business to attend to.
Certainly. But first, take my hand. Tell me you'll forgive my former sharpness.
Milady.
Sweet Lord Blackadder.
Oh my god.
Well, I've got the body, my lord, and I see you've got the head.
Yes, but look, it's no good, Percy. No one's ever going to believe we've just cut it off. It's gone green. We're doomed.
Doomed. Oh, wait a moment. That's not Pharaoh, isn't it? No, that's Ponsonby.
My God, Ponsonby. That genius Ulrich has killed the wrong bloke. We're saved.
Saved!
The Pharaoh is alive and we're saved.
Hooray!
And when the Queen gets back from seeing Ponsonby, we'll...
So, gay. He cooked. So who body? So he got Ponsonby body then.
Oh, God!
It's not very nice here, is it?
Oh, it's not meant to be my pikelet. This is where all the horrid people who don't like you live.
I suppose so. It's a bit smelly too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, of course I'm used to that. In the mornings when you were a little baby.
Shut up, Darcy. You! No, not you. You're too repulsive. You!
Yes, Your Royal Majestic Highness.
Bring in Lord Ponsonby.
Yes, Your Royal Majestic.
So strange. Ponsonby turned out to be a traitor. You would have thought that he'd have had problems enough. What with that hunch? And only having one leg.
Yes, and that terrible speech problem.
Your Majesty, Lord Ponsonby.
Sorry about the bag. Didn't have time to say.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my heavens. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon, drop it in the comment section or the description section. You can request it. It's your boy D-Mail. Out.